Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Sumit and I am here with my new video in Salesforce Lightning extension, Salesforce Lightning LWC's concepts. So basically the idea behind today's video is that I'm going to give you an introduction about a new extension or a new editor which is named as Lightning Studio extension, which is a low code LWC editor, which will be very useful in order to create Lightning web components. So those who have gone through my previous videos, previous recordings, and those who are familiar with LWC, so they might be knowing that we can use various different editors, and those two editors I have already explained in my videos, also in my previous recordings. And one was the Visual Studio Code editor, which was enabled within Salesforce, and the second was Visual Studio Code. So recently, Salesforce, basically there's a, not Salesforce actually, but there's the Lightning Studio extension for Chrome. It's a browser extension for Google Chrome extension, which has been recently introduced, and it can integrate with a specific platform or a tool named Lightning Studio. The purpose of this is that it can be used to, the purpose of this tool is to, we can create Lightning Web components and deploy those Lightning Web components quickly on our Salesforce org. So it is possible that it could be the release to a niche tool or a newly released software product. So let me show you that how can we use Lightning Studio extension. How do we install Lightning Studio extension in our Chrome browser, and how do we use that Lightning Studio extension? So we'll do step by step in implementation and testing of it. So for this, let me switch back to my browser. And very first step is you have to check whether this Lightning Studio Code extension has been installed or not. And as you can see, I do not have any Lightning Studio Code installed. Extension is not has installed in my browser. So I'm going to do that. Therefore, I simply click on Google and I just write here Lightning. We just Google it, Lightning Studio Chrome extension. You can see Lightning Studio. And this Lightning Studio Chrome extension, what's the purpose of this? This Lightning Studio, it allows to build Salesforce LWC development easy and fastest. And how do we need to do this? There are some instructions also, features and editor experiences. So let's install this. And how do we do this? We simply click on Add to Chrome, add an extension. I click on add an extension. It will download and install extension for me. You can see the Lightning Studio has been added to a Chrome. So what I'll do, I'll simply refresh my browser. I'll just refresh my browser so that this Lightning Studio extension will be enabled here. Now, right now, let's check it out. Do I have any Lightning component? So I'll just check, do we have any Lightning component? So I'll just check Lightning component. Will there be any Lightning component installed? So as you can see, I do not have any Lightning component, neither Lightning Aura component nor Lightning Web component. So I'm going to use this editor with the help of this Lightning Studio extension. Let's have a look. How do we create a Lightning Web component and how do we deploy that Lightning Web component onto Salesforce? So for this, I click on my extension packages and click on Lightning Studio. And when I click on that, it will open in a, this Lightning Studio will open as a separate window. So as you can see, this Lightning Studio opens here. This is my Lightning Studio. And in this Lightning Studio, we have options like if you want to install the Chrome extension for Salesforce user login, Salesforce Assistant, and Salesforce LWC shortkeys, so we can read more, and Lightning LWC custom lookup. So these are Lightning Web Components option, but the requirement is I just wanted to create a Lightning Web component and install that, deploy that. So here we have a couple of more options, like we can hide show bar and create a new component. We can create Lightning Message Channel, LMS, Lightning Messaging Services. We can create new Apex. This is to create a new Apex. This is to search code in all LWC components. This is to download the component backup on our desktop. GraphQL API. I have explained about GraphQL API in one of my video, one of my tutorial about GraphQL API. So here we have an option to directly create GraphQL API. So we have other options like JSON formatter, deployment output, and final these extensions. So here I would like to create a new Lightning Web component. So I click on create new component, and I'll give the component name as, let's say, test LWC component, test LWC, test LWC, for example. I'll set this is exposed is equals to true. Do we want to include CSS file? If yes, we can use this, or else we can skip that. Master label and the target pages. Now, as you can see, here's an option, what all target pages. This is the beauty of this. When we use Visual Studio, we need to manually add the targets, but here I'm getting an option. I just want to add it on app page, home page, tabs, record page. And finally we click on deploy. So when we click on deploy, you can see the component gets created, test LWC. This is the component with 3 files: HTML file, JavaScript file, and meta.xml file. And if you look at the meta.xml file, you can see in meta.xml file the targets will be placed automatically. And in JS, this is our JavaScript file, and this is HTML file. Now in HTML file, I just want to include, let's say, lightning card. So I can use here let's say, lightning card. When I say lightning card, it will automatically gives me the complete code. Lightning card, variant narrow, title, I just say hello, and title, lightning button icon. I don't need that button icon. I can remove this. So whenever, so we can customize this code. And here I simply add my own message. So I just write here lightning input. I want to get input from user. So lightning input, type is equal to text, name is equal to name, label is equal to enter your name, and placeholder is equals to this. So the functionality is exactly same. And obvious, okay, I need to create here value is equals to, let's say, your name, and on change, I'm going to create on chain handler. So that is name change handler. Okay, name change handler. And yes, so I'll just create it. And what else I want to do? I just want to add a button here. So I'm going to add a button. And for this, I use here lightning button. Lightning button. So button will be added. So this is the button, and lightning button label is equal to click me. Title is equal to click me, on click, handle click, right? And now what we'll do, we'll declare these properties and these functions on JavaScript. So I copy this your name and declare a property here, name is equals to blank. Then the next is we need to declare name change handler event. And I just write here this dot your name is equal to event dot target dot value. And in order to display a message, I'm going to use handle click. That's a simple functionality, handle click. This we have done couple of times in our previous videos also. I'm using the same concept. Handle click is equal to, and I'm going to display alert box, alert hello plus this dot your name. Simple. And in order to deploy this, so what we have to do, there's an option called save. So once we save this, that means we want to deploy. And when we click on deploy, you can see all changes deployed successfully back onto Salesforce. So let's quickly go and check. And when I refresh, you can see the lightning component will be available now. The lightning component will be deployed. And now I'm going to check this lightning component. So I can deploy this lightning component on my home page because we have already set the targets. So edit page, and let's deploy the component. And the component is test LWC component. I'll simply drag and drop the component here and save this, activate, assign as org default, save, back. And now when I type here my name Sumit and click here, I can see hello Sumit. So that's the way we can use That's the way we can use Lightning Studio editor, Lightning Studio extension in order to create and deploy a Lightning web component. In same manner, if you want to create an Apex class, you can see we are getting these are the two Apex classes which are already created in my Salesforce org. So if I just go and check the list of classes, I'll say Apex class. And right now I got two Apex classes with me, which is listed out over there. So that those classes name as Apex Test 1 and Apex Test 2. So these are the two Apex classes I can see. That's the way we can use Lightning Studio extension in order to create and deploy a new Lightning Web component. So this is the fastest, this is user friendly. So anyone who want to learn, who wants to create and deploy Lightning Web component without installing Visual Studio Code, this will be basically this will be a time saver for them. So that's all in this video. If you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe our channel. You can post your comment in comment box. And if you are looking for if you are looking for a training on Salesforce, you can reach out to us on the given numbers. You can directly contact us on the given numbers. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon. Have a nice day. Bye.